Good morning, good night, and good afternoon there, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically Gamers back once again. Basically doing what I would consider to be a troll video, of course. Hopefully everybody's doing great. Like I said, nice to see everybody that's available and that's up and around right now at this hour. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Like I said, this is going to be a super light stream, but it's going to be a short one. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what to do right now and work on a few things. Like I said, if you like the video so far, guys, like I said, you can always hit that basically the followers button. So if you are a part of my YouTube channel, you can always hit the subscribe button as well. You can also check that link into my description, of course. I've been working on a lot of videos and stuff like that. I would basically try to work on something a little bit more than Trove. Of course, I like to be able to do this as a profession of my streaming itself. I just got to try to figure exactly what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, regardless of that, enough about me. Hopefully, everybody's doing fine, of course, and doing kosher. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a little bit of grind here on some of the gems and stuff like that once again. Probably even try to get more mastery. I can see mastery is definitely a plus. See if the PvP is still open, of course. PvP was just down for a little bit because it does happen every time in the mornings. So, like I said, this is going to be a kind of a short stream to a point to see exactly what's going on. But yeah, I don't mind it though. Like I said, in the next little bit though, I'm thinking, what the heck is that? What the? Ooh, bee costume. Ooh, it's completely beautiful. Oh yeah. But anyway, regardless of that, I've been trying to work on some concepts from my channel and stuff like that, and trying to figure exactly what to be doing. But yeah, like I mean, I've got this game done. I've got Minecraft pretty much done. Just trying to figure out exactly what the new concept is for the next year and see exactly what's going on with that. So, Battle Royale is still down. So I'm just going to go along and do something different because Battle Royale should be quicker than what it was or what it is. Anyway, I'm going to see exactly what I need for my Solarian and work on him a little bit more. Now, I know it is still gem day for another about 3 hours, but of course I'm not going to. Ooh, no, 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 no. I got another upgrade. Doot, doot, doot. Nice. That's done, and that's done. That's done like dinner. All right, let's move it right along a little bit. Now, I don't know how much stat I have. Okay, I got 374. Dum, 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 dum. I'm almost finishing the leveling of these gems to a point. I just need more fire and be able to do it that way. I just need 2 more cores and I'll be able to have that done. So I'm gonna go grab those 2 cores right now and work on that. Like I said, if you see my stream earlier, like I said, I was trying to, like I said, not ask people for help or anything like that, but trying to get some ideas. Like I said, I know it's what's good and what's bad out there, but I don't know. Anyway, regardless of that, it's all good. Anyway, hopefully, basically everybody's doing fine. Like I said, thanks for the followers, of course, on here on the channel. Like I said, I've got to get back to my YouTube channel eventually because I do have loads of videos on Trove and stuff like that. I've pretty much got this game, pretty much picked apart. And because where Trove don't change much, that's the problem with that. They do change from time to time, but it doesn't change enough to um, where it's actually meaning anything itself. So, like I said, when it comes to, like I said, it might take years for them to come up with the next update, or even about 6 months. Sometimes they might come up with a minor update, but it's still a long wait for those updates. And that's one of the biggest problems with Trove. Like, I mean, once you get to a certain point with Trove and stuff like that, it just there's not much else you can do with it. It's not to say I could never stream it or whatnot. Like I said, I was basically trying to think of another way of wording things, because some people might take it the wrong way and whatnot. But that's exactly what I was thinking itself, to make it a little bit more, say, easy to digest itself. Like I said, where I know it's school and stuff like that, I know it's going to be a bit slower to get things done to a point. I know working with everybody else too as well. Like I said, it's mutual appreciate it in that direction. You know, but I'm just trying to figure out, like I said, what else I need to do with Trove and everything else, because that's one of my main games itself. And like I said, for me to help you guys out and doing all those types of videos, it does help you guys out a lot. I know it does, and I don't mind helping out. It's just that I've got to figure out exactly what else I can help you guys out with as well. So, you know, it's just something I want to be able to do, and so it can benefit everybody. You know, it's something, like I said, I was thinking on doing. Like I said, even a month ago. But like I said, Q's and A's and stuff like that for new players and stuff like that. You can always check my YouTube channel itself. That's open 24/7. It does have the full game, pretty much explained, and so on and so forth. And like I said, you better check that out. Basically, I'm Gamersmith on here. You can basically, if you're part of my stream and stuff like that right now, you better check out the basically my YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm trying to go along and do my best with this. Like I said, seems like right now it seems like it's a slow time for me. But like I said, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But you know, just trying to figure out exactly what to be doing with everything all combined. Like, I mean, it's just like with like I said, with the followers and stuff like that, and with doing YouTube and stuff like that. And it's like I said, it's just YouTube. I want to be able to grow the channel, but I don't know how far I'll be able to go with that. So I got to try to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with the two channels. Well, basically one is more important than the other right now, but I like to be able to get the two of them going and do it that way. So I'm not basically struggling with either side. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. But anyway, regardless of that, like I said, it's a lot of fun, a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of videos, oops, and a lot of deaths. Ooh, if I can't find exactly what I'm doing here because my screen is glitching so bad. But anyway, regardless of that, ooh, okay, I found my way. Sweet. I think. Yeah, you don't see it too much on here on the stream, I don't think. But yeah, this game do glitch quite a bit. And that's another thing too. Like, there is a break in this game where I could actually be grinding and stuff like that. And this is the reason why I want to be able to do it the way I'm going to be trying to think of doing it is where Trove, like, I mean, it's crashing a lot and stuff like that. And it's right now it's crashing more so because of the events. It always crashes more on the events. And there's nothing I can't do about that. There's nothing I couldn't change about that. So that's exactly what I got to basically face itself. So basically, sometimes I'll make a short video just because it crashes that much. It gets to that point and it'll basically cut me off. I can do a 20-minute video and it'll stop me. I can do like a 3-hour video and it'll stop me, and so on and so forth. So I can't really do long streams with Trove. It doesn't happen. I end up basically breaking up my streams and stuff like that because of that reason. And of course, it's just more to do with the upper side of it, and trying to figure exactly how to basically combat that and make stuff work. And like I said, with the support of you guys, which is very, very much appreciated, of course, and basically the upcoming followers as well. Like, I mean, it's just more to do with what, you know. And I know it's just basically stuck with one content. It does. It's like everything else. Like I said, you get your reruns of your TV shows. You get different things like that, and it does get a bit. Like, I mean, I'm basically, like I said, good at a lot of games on here. Like, I got a lot of experience in different directions, but it's like try to figure out exactly what to be doing with the next thing. Like I said, trove. I'm at basically end game with trove. Like I said, I'm at 46k right now. I'm only going to get another few more points with the dragons and stuff. Now, pretty much after I get all the dragons and stuff like that, there's not much else to be doing. Only for doing the new map, getting some trophies and stuff like that, which is going to be basically a little bit of a rare drop, and basically getting some souls and stuff like that. And that's getting the rest of the mounts and stuff. So I'm basically taking every section of this game and breaking it down. And just like I did with my videos beforehand, basically taking that same content and try to break it down to make several videos and stuff like that, and trying to work with that. So it's like I said, it's all a work in progress, of course. Like I said, I'm not new to the scene. I've been around for a bit, but still trying to get this channel and the YouTube channel up, and just having how can I say it? Having supporters there, which is great, good for followers and stuff like that, but having no upper end support when it comes to, like, I mean, I like I said, I don't digress on what people do or don't do, because like I said, as I said before, like I said, with school and stuff like that, it's going to be at certain points, because remember, like I mentioned before, I'm actually from Canada himself, so I'm dealing with a different time zone, and I do expect different things when it comes to that. Now, like I said, it'll be a plus and minus for some people. I do try to do every single time zone. I try to do everything when I can, but like I said, it's just a lot of work going out the door, and that's just pretty much it. And for me to do as much as I do, and when I do get a chance, like I say, this weekend I'll be at work, I'll be doing all that stuff, and like I said, I'll be not be on as much this weekend. Now, like I said, with this weekend coming up, like, I mean, I've got to make money and stuff like that, but like I said, I would love basically to be able to do this as a profession, so I can actually be able to do this more so, because think of it this way: every time I go to work, I'll basically lose time with you guys. That's the thing, and I'd rather spend more time with you guys and do it that way, because I enjoy basically you guys' company and stuff like that, and I like to be able to see myself progress, and I like to see you guys progress at the same time. Like, I mean, I like to be able to get, like I said, major raids. I've got raided a couple of times with by people. Like I said, thanks to Sir Douglas Fresh and everything else. I will say this: they're very good people. Like I said, they're doing what they're doing. But I look at exactly what I try to do too, and it only can go so far for my own stuff. And that's what's happening. And like I said, most of the games I do play is Trove and Minecraft, but just because, like, I mean, they're grinders. Well, Minecraft's still a bit of a grinder, but there's more of a builder. But yeah, it's just different, and just like looking at basically the social aspect of games and stuff like that online. Like, I mean, I will try to do some PC stuff eventually too. Like I mean, I love doing, like I said, I might try Apex on PC because I want to be able to get the better looking graphics and stuff like that, and basically just get a little bit better streaming because I do have, like I said, a camera and stuff like that, so I'll be able to do that. Like the PlayStation 4 or 5 camera is not that great for streaming. Even the audio quality is just junk. Like I mean, it's just something. That's why you don't see me, you don't see my face, you don't see nothing of me, just because of that reason. It's just that I do what I need to do just for what the gear I've got going right now. And plus, I don't have many games on my computer, and I don't have enough to transfer over. But I'm not going to be just a computer, basically a streamer itself. Like I mean, it's just basically I'll still be coming, it's still doing, like I said, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, because like, of course I've got more games and stuff on here that I can actually be able to do as well. So I'm looking at the pluses right now of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. And as I said before, like I said, to try to get a couple of suggestions from people, but you don't have to. Like I said, it's just just trying to figure out exactly how I can progress itself. Because, like I said, when it comes to doing it that way, like I mean, how can I say this? I went along, like I said, I spent quite a bit of time doing streaming and stuff like that in the past. I find that certain times is pretty good, certain times it's just a bit slower, and so on and so forth. But that happens anyways. But like I said, I would love to be able to use my camera and stuff like that. That's one of the really big reasons. Also, like to basically go back to PC and do it that way, because like I said, it's just I've got so much more gear on my computer that I've got on my PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Like I mean, I can basically do full 360 on there and do a lot more stuff. Plus, like I said, I've got enough stuff on there for now, just basically to do it that way. But like I told you before, I don't have enough games and stuff on there. That's why, like I said, I still am doing the console. Plus, I also promised a couple of people, if I get a chance, I will actually get on the PC and help them with Trove and stuff like that. Now, not saying I'm going to be streaming Trove and everything for PC, because like I said, I've got that many videos already done. I broke them up in at least an hour to two hours for each one. Now, I got like several series. Like, I mean, if you look at the bottom of the series, what I'm doing, I usually change my series every 6 months. Basically, label them on the very bottom, like with the coffee and stuff like that and whatnot, just as a little ton of a joke itself. But like I said, it's just more to let the people know as well where I'm actually streaming, where I'm at, and what type of games I'm doing currently. Now, basically, I've got this series started videos. But yeah, the very first one is Trove once again. But the only thing is, I'm thinking about, like I said, switching over to other games as well, because like I said, I just hate doing reruns. And that's exactly what's happening. Like, I mean, my YouTube channel has basically got all the information there. A lot of people are not subscribed to the YouTube channel because I don't know why. And like I said, yes, they're basically watching my live streams. That's fine. But like, I mean, when it comes to it, like, it's only a partial people that actually looks at this stream and looks at my YouTube. And like I said, my YouTube is where all my videos are stored. Like, I mean, if you're watching and trying to learn how to play the game and stuff like that, my YouTube channel, of course, just because of Twitch, only stores video for about a week. Like, I mean, it'll basically delete one video every week, so I can basically. But if I'm doing several videos in that week, they'll delete one video every day. So I basically, yes, it's nice to be able to keep streaming and stuff like that, but there's no archive, there's no nothing to back up the experience. Like, I mean, I do YouTube as memories, I do also as information, as a bunch of stuff, and that's exactly what I'm looking at. So, like I said, I'm just basically letting you guys know, like I said, when it comes to it, like I said, enjoy you all. Like I said, I'll also be able to actually see exactly what I'm going to be doing with things in the future. Because right now, like I said, I'm stuck with just doing one game, just one game. And like I said, yes, I'll probably lose. Like I said, I'll probably lose or gain followers or whatever the case may be. I know I lost one follower during the last run, my last video through YouTube. I'm not, like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, my idea of basically going and swapping between the both when I can get a chance. If I'm not working, I still be streaming on here. I'll be able to basically use my PC for, like I said, higher end graphics and stuff like that, and be able to do the absolutely like 4K streaming and stuff like that. Like I mean, you for PlayStation itself, you can't really do that, and that's exactly what I'm looking at. I'm looking at bettering myself as a YouTuber, as a streamer, and be able to do better quality of stuff. And that's exactly what I'm looking at. So the only thing is, I want to be able to do that, start doing that on PC as well, just because I've got my PC and stuff like that that can handle this stuff. Like, I mean, I can basically, I got a camera. Like, as I said, I got a 1080p camera. Like I said, I've got one of those Logitech ones, and so on and so forth. Like, I mean, it's more than what I've got on my console. Like, I mean, I do not want to use a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 camera because it looks that grainy and it looks that shitty. Isn't not even funny. And that's the reason why I don't use the camera. Even the, like I said, the audio quality. I've read, like I said, I've got to use a headset and stuff like that. But at least with my computer, I don't even need to wear a headset. I'll just go along and use my camera and basically get both, best of both worlds. And that's exactly what I'm thinking about doing. So, like, I mean, it's just more, it makes it more interesting on streaming because, like I said, even like I said, just doing it that way, it makes it more interesting for me. And plus, like I said, having the gear to do so, like, I mean, it's just one of those things. And like I said, it's not basically just leaving the console behind. I will never do that. I will never, ever do that. But I want to be able to see exactly what I can do with the PC as well. Like, I mean, I played, thinking about playing Apex and other games on there. Now, like I said, that just gives me, like I said, to something else for me to stream. Not necessarily for people to watch, but for me to stream something different, and just having Trove and Minecraft. Because I've got, well, since 2017, I've been streaming both of those games. So that's a lot of years. So, like, I mean, I'm after deleting videos and stuff off those too, just to, so I can actually not have so much repeat content. Like, I mean, I'd have to delete a lot of the older videos. Like, I mean, I've got video gaps because of that reason, because I didn't want to have a repeat of the same stuff over and over. And that's exactly what's happening to my channel. And I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be doing that to people, basically for them to basically come onto my stream and watch the same thing over and over. Now, I am good at what I do, like I said, with the games and stuff I do play, but it's that don't matter nothing to me itself, because, like I said, I've got the experience of playing these games, but, like, I mean, I don't mind sharing the experience either. But as I said before, I've got that many years of streaming of the same content over and over. It just gets monotonous, and the monotony is just basically hurting you guys, and it's hurting me at the same time. So, like I said, I'm just going to want to be able to try to do something different, and hopefully it does work. I don't know if it will or won't. As I said, people come and go all the time. Like, I mean, you can't please everybody. It's not going to happen. But the only thing is, it's what I need to do basically to try to keep you guys happy, keep you guys entertained and tuned in and whatnot. And this is exactly what I want to do. Like, I mean, like I said, if I pick up Apex and so on and so forth, that will give me something new on the screen, or give myself even playing World of Warcraft once again, because I'm played that for years. But it's a classic game. It's been around for a long time, but it's still a good game to play. Like, I mean, it's I've got like basically a couple of maxed characters on there too as well. So like it's just what it is. You know, this is what I try to do. And like I said, every YouTuber goes through the same thing and goes through a slow period and or just downtime. And some of them gets depressed. I'm not getting depressed of what I'm doing. I'm seeing what I'm doing and how much I'm producing. And if I'm producing the same thing for years, like I said, it's only going to go for it's only going to go for so far, and it's just basically then it's going to go stale. I don't like stuff going stale. Anyway, like I said, enough about me and what I'm going to be doing in the future. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it works. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna fret about it. Like I mean, I just do it for a hobby anyway, regardless. But it's nice to be able to see myself to be able to get ahead, so you guys can get ahead too. And if you do stream, like I said, I'll be able to do some raids and stuff like that. And what is raids? Well, basically what it does, it helps to grow your channel and actually supports the channel. So yeah, it's actually worth doing that way. Now I gotta go along and let's go plop with this stat. 28. Yes, nice. I'm getting there with my stats, which is great. I just need some more night lives. Now I'm not gonna kill anything here because just because I don't have enough stat on this character yet, and I don't have the stats set right. But I do have the gems and stuff now set right for this character. So I'm just working on that as well. So like I said, just working on a few things. And I want to be able to get a lot of things done. Okay. Gems. I can make 15 of them. Nice. And now I can make one of them. Nice. So I got another 9th life to actually use. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, what I'm going to do here is look for another red. Another red. Do I have another blue? Nope. I don't have another blue. See, when it comes to the end, it's not so bad. But what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna stop at Solarian right now because I've got the other 2 characters to work on too, and those 2 characters are my Ice Age and my Gunslinger. So when I'm actually doing that, I'll be able to actually work on those and basically give you guys a little bit of a helping hand too at the same time. So if you guys need a hand with anything, just let me know. Like I said, I'll be there to help you as much as I can. Now, I'm going to go along and see what I need for row focuses and stuff like that, because this is going to cost me a bit. But let me see. I've got, I can make 5 of these. Okay. So I need 5, but there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10k of flux. Okay, I can actually do that. And good morning, dear viewers. Hopefully, y'all doing great once again, and hopefully you'll be able to, like I said, if you like the video so far, you basically hit the subscribe button, of course, or follower, or whatever you want to call it, and basically support the channel as much as you do. And like I said, you're mutually appreciated of all the people that do follow and stuff like that. And of course, and like I said, if you want to check out my YouTube channel as well, you can check that out and get some information on this game. Like, I mean, I am finished with this game because I've been grinding it for a lot of years. And like, I mean, it's just not much else I can actually do. But I'm still working on the characters and stuff like that. So it's what it is. Now I'm going to basically work on that, and that. That's not too bad. Nice. Now I'm going to check on my stats here. Ooh, not bad. I got to get that critical hit down, though. Ew. That's nasty. That's really nasty. I got to try to get that down because of the fact that I got to switch it. And the way to switch it out, of course, is coming over to the Gem Forge here and getting my gems away from critical hit. And that'll take a bit of raw focuses and stuff like that. So I'm going to see if what I've got. I don't think I've got enough to swap it right now. Nope, I need eyes still. Okay, I'm just going to basically hold off for that right now. And I'm not going to use those. So I'm going to go along and do it this way because I'm going to need to basically get my stats re-rolled for myself to do enough damage in U11. I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'm just going to go along and try to kill one of these bats. And as you notice, I'm not doing enough damage with this character. Not yet. Because, like I said, it's just a work in progress. Because I just started this about 3 days ago. But, like I said, I'll show you what I mean by my main character can go along and do it this way. Once you actually set it right, watch it is. Plop, and that. Toasted. So, basically, that's what the difference between actually constructing a character and so on and so forth. Once you get the stats and everything right, you'll be able to do more damage, and you'll be able to do more damage output. Now, it also depends on the gems that you're using as well, and that makes a big, huge difference. Like, I mean, I use the Vampire Vanquisher on this character just because I use it for survival tactics. Like, I mean, I don't use potions that much if I can get away with it, because what it does, basically, it automatically heals me. So if I take damage or anything like that, I don't have to constantly what my build is so far. Now, if you've never seen this done before or seen this build, basically the Pyro Disc is made for basically the Curse Skulls. So you basically do that. A Stinging Curse helps me with my overall damage and damage output. Basically, it helps me a little bit with criticals and also help me with white damage, which is white numbers. You'll see them once in a while. You don't see them that often because you get other numbers that stacks on top of each other. But you still get those white numbers. That'll help with the damage. I also got the Vampire Vanquisher to keep myself alive. And then I've also got Shadow Blades. Now, that's one of the stronger builds I found so far. I tested out a lot of the gems and stuff in the game. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Like I said, just keep on testing out until something works. Now, the thing is, like I said, getting the augmentations and stuff like that, you want to be able to get the augmentations and make it work right for you and see exactly what your damages and stuff will be out. So the highest output that you want to get, like I said, you want to work on your light and everything first. And once you get your light and stuff done, you basically work on the rest of your stats. So you want to be able to do it that way. Now, I'll show you exactly what my Solarian is. And this is the reason why it's kind of stuck in limbo right now, just because of the way the stats are. But I'm getting there. Now, these are the best. This is the best build I could ever think of so far. Is the Pyro Disc, the Class Gym, of course. Then I've got also Berserk Battler. I've also got Volatile Velocity. What does those two do together? Well, it gives me more light so I can do delves and stuff like that and do different things in the game. Also gives me shot speed. As you notice, it shoots pretty quick. My shot speed right now currently is at, I'll let you know in a second, 245% with those two gems. And the only thing is, like I said, it helps me with slower characters because the Solarian is very slow on movement. It's also slow at shot because you got to remember, it's not like the Shadow Hunter. So basically what it will do is to help you do that much more damage faster. And basically you have the same, roughly the same damage output at the beginning as a Shadow Hunter. When you actually max it out, you'll double and triple that damage. Because of the fact that when you actually do, like, if you ever watch, like I said, people who actually build it and they have an eye on PR and the right stats, they can actually do a lot of higher level delves. Like, I mean, they can actually go up into almost to 190s. So that's what I'm trying to get at myself right now. Try to get those stats and stuff up so I can actually push it to the envelope and make it work. And that's exactly what my build is currently. But it doesn't seem like it is working because of the fact that I've got so many of the other stats I've got to actually move around. And I got to be able to get my damages up and also got to get my augmentations up. My augmentations are not quite there yet. It's getting there. But like I said, it's just every time I actually do this and get the gem dust, I can actually do that way and just get my stats up to basically increase the damage. Once I'm finished increasing the damage and the augmentations, then I can actually finish on the reroll and basically work on that. Now, right now, my main characters are basically the Ice Age, Gunslinger, Neo Ninja I started working on just a little bit ago, and my Shadowhunter. Now, the thing is, I don't have Neo Ninja completely done yet. That's why, like I said, I'm using the Shadowhunter. But I'm retiring the Shadowhunter eventually and start using the Solarian. Yeah, like I said before, Solarian is slower on movement speed, but basically it'll be higher on damage. It's like when you're actually playing the Ice Age. The Ice Age will actually have slower speed and basically that much more damage. Because basically what you're doing is trading off speed. Even if you put the highest speed, movement speed on a character, that doesn't mean it's going to be fast. Now you can do that just to pick up the speed just a little bit and so on and so forth. But you're not going to notice much difference. You're going to notice a little bit of a difference. But in most cases, your mounts and stuff like that will still be faster than what the character is. Like unlike the Lunar Lancer, the Neo Ninja, the Shadowhunter, and so on. Like I said, with those few characters with speed builds, they will be super fast. And they're basically, to me, Lunar Lancer can beat the Neo Ninja to a point. Depends on your stats and stuff, and if you got the right stat to your ring, that still actually kind of works. You just can't spam, or it doesn't have the glitch anymore where you can spam, like I said, your hook shot. So, like I said, did actually patch that just a little bit ago. So, like I said, besides that, it's still pretty quick. It's one of the better grinders to a point, next to the Neo Ninja. But like I said, there's 3 good grinders in the game. Depends on which one you use yourself. Like, I mean, you can use the Neo Ninja just to basically for speed, a little bit of damage. Or you can use the Shadowhunter. But you just got to watch it, what gems you put into and put into play. Because if you put in the wrong ones for the class, you can have high damage, but you will die a lot. And that's the thing. You got to balance it out where you can actually use the character. As you see, I don't use Flask on this character. My Flask is still at 17 because of the fact that I'm healing myself faster than I'm taking damage. And that's pretty much why I built it this way. So if I'm actually out there grinding, I'm actually doing a massive amount of damage and healing myself at the same time. So I'm not popping Flasks like crazy or doing something like that. And this is why, like I said, I don't mention nothing about builds because I let people experiment. But this is my experiment, and that's actually worked for the longest time. Like, I mean, like I said, if someone, like I said, came up with a little bit better build, well, I'll let them let them try that. But, you know, this is the best builds I could come up with to a point where I don't have to use Death Defying, I don't have to use anything like that. Even my Solarian has actually got a self-heal. Yeah, basically what it is, you just stand still, your numbers will go up, but you'll see yourself heal. It'll pop up with green numbers, and it'll basically just heal itself. And that's exactly the build I've got going right now with the Solarian. So basically, even if I take massive amount of damage, I can just stand there for about a couple of seconds outside of the enemy range and basically fully heal myself. And I can get back into battle once again. That's what I like about the Solarian. And plus, it can do the higher level delves. And like I said, the Shadowhunter I've got built here can do the higher level delves, but there is a limitation to the Shadowhunter. And that's one of the biggest things that I've been looking at itself, the limitations of one to the other. And I still like the Shadowhunter because it's good for grinding, but it's also, like I said, just to know how to build it. And like I said, get lucky, get those gems, because those gems will take you a bit of time, and then you've got to augment those gems to get the light and stuff like that. This is what I mentioned to people before. You do your light and stuff first on your gems, but like I said, once you start getting your light and stuff up, you start doing more damage, and like even in U10. And then you get your rest of your stats up, then that's when your stats will multiply. Your damage will actually multiply over time. So, like I said, with this information, like, I mean, you can build really strong characters. And this is something, like I said, that's what my YouTube channel is about and stuff like that. I'm actually supporting a lot of people in this game itself over the years, and I love doing the support. But as I said before, like I said, as I said at the beginning of this video, I need to be able to choose a different game right now. Like, I mean, to a point. I'm not saying I'm going to basically leave this game behind, but where I've got so many videos and stuff already. But see, the thing is, once you are finished with the videos, like I said, in some cases, people will unfollow or not do anything else. And that is kind of a groaner to a point, because, like I said, for how much work and stuff like that I did to try to get get the information and try to get the videos together, because it took me about 2 years to get all the information together, and just to make sure everything was going to work, because the first 2 years they added a good few things to this game, and then basically they started slowing down. And once you start slowing down, like every 2 or 3 years now, you might find one update or something else added to the game. Every 6 months or so, you might get a hot patch or something like that. This is what's wrong with Trove itself. And plus, when they do have events and stuff like that, this game becomes very unstable. Like, I mean, I'm try to do long streams and that there yesterday, and it just gives me 20 minutes. It gives me 20 minutes. That's just it. And sometimes it might give me an hour, sometimes it might give me 2, but it doesn't go beyond 2 hours. So, like I said, if you actually viewed my YouTube channel, you'll see myself cutting off Trove quite a bit, because I know exactly when I'm after having a crash right at the end of my stream. I'll go along and say, just before I basically sign off in the 2 hours, it'll go 1 hour and 58 minutes, and it'll basically crash. And basically I'll say goodbyes and stuff like that. This is exactly why, like I said, I've got Trove done to a point where my grinders and everything is done and everything else. I do have enough videos, like I said, for people to go along and use the information. But once the information is done, basically the person is done. And that's exactly what I'm looking at. That's why I'm trying to basically try to put out more stuff on here. Like I said, I've got Minecraft done already. I've got like the villager farms, massive villager farms, 50 plus villagers that can give me all different types of books and basically emeralds and stuff like that. I've been, like I said, just the stuff that I do work on quite often, and try to make it more interesting in itself, and try to give tips and hints to the game itself, or tips and tricks is another thing too, and try to figure out exactly what to be doing. Like I said, survival games. I love survival games. Well, Trove is still kind of a survival game to a point. Yeah, stuff like that. They made the game specifically like that. Plus, it's actually using an older gaming engine. It's using a 2011 gaming engine, so it's a little bit unstable to a point, and I can understand that when it comes to that. But like I said, I love basically just spending time with you guys, and I also like to be able to play Trove. But as I said before, like I said, Trove is basically, I only can go so far with that, and that's exactly what's happening. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to that, I did to do my best in Trove, and I gave it all my information, because when it comes to it, like, I mean, I'm starting to notice the same thing when I'm actually doing YouTube and stuff like that. People will follow, and once they're finished with the information, they basically unfollow. And like I said, I got to figure out a game that will last a bit longer than Trove, and that's gonna be an issue, because it's a game that doesn't always constantly change, but it does change little bits at a time. But it's good for the returning player, and it's good for the new player. But beyond that, it's just when you get up to a certain point in the game, there's not much else that I can actually do. Like I said, with what I'm trying to do, because it just, how can I say this? It just becomes a great big huge loop after a while. And that's exactly what I tried to avoid. But, and that's exactly, if I could find, I know, like I said, playing World of Warcraft is only PC, and I'm trying to stay away from only PC games, because there's a lot of games that they're good for PC, but also there's a couple of them that you can play together and stuff like that on console. And like I said, this is something, like, I mean, if you're watching some of my YouTube videos, you'll understand, like, I mean, I do help people literally, legitimately. Like I said, I don't like lazy people. I don't mind helping people. What I mean by lazy people, people just downloads the game and expects everything to be done for them. Now, my information is, like I said, there to use, there to learn. Like I said in my one of my streams before, I rather teach people how to fish instead of me fishing for them. That means I'd rather teach people how to play the game instead of me try to play it for them. Because let's say if I'm at work or I'm actually doing something else and I'm not constantly on here, then what? What do I do? Like, I mean, what do they do? Do they wait for me to come back online and say, oh, I'm waiting for this so-and-so, and like I said, he's not on tonight. And then basically turn up the nose and basically do whatever, you know? And that does happen, like I said, but I don't want that to happen. I want people to enjoy the game as much as I did, and I still do, to a point. So this is exactly what I look at when I'm actually doing streaming and stuff. I look at the pros and cons of streaming, and like I said, it's all good, you know. Like I said, support is great, and so forth. But I need to find another game that would last as long as Trove, because I've been waiting for about probably another 6 months or so before they come up with another update, or even a minor update or some kind of change. But now, like I said, the only thing I've got to do right now is just basically grind the rest of my characters and grind the rest of the mastering. That's just it. I've got nothing else left in Trove itself. And when I'm actually doing videos, like I say, with my YouTube and stuff like that, I've got enough, like I said, content to do a person months if you weren't basically looking at exactly what I've got streamed so far. And, like, I mean, you could learn everything off of my YouTube channel itself. But I need basically to know exactly, like I said, I know a couple of games that I could play that's on console. But like I said, the games that I love playing, like PSO and all them, like I said, I know how to play them. The only problem is it doesn't do nothing for the channel. And I tried to get it to work for the channel many times over. And it basically just leaves me in a loop. And that's exactly what happens. Like, I mean, I can give out the information, tell how to build the characters and everything and that. And that's a little bit more structured than even what this game is. But at least they're still coming out with versions of the game. They're still coming out with updates of the game. They're still coming out with new content all the time. It's not like Trove, where you got to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Now, I can understand, okay, you got a first-person or third-person shooter, and you got content. You got, like, weapons to collect, you got this to collect, and you got all this skins to collect. But they're coming out almost monthly or every 2 months. At least it keeps you playing to a point, and it keeps it interesting. But what's happening here for me with Trove and stuff like that, it's only going so far. Because I'm after playing this game for so long. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to do with this game. Like, I mean, there's nothing else. Like, I mean, as you see, my max PR, I can't go any higher. I can go along and get the dragons and stuff, gets me an extra 90 to 120 PR, because I still need 4 more dragons. So each one gives me 30. And then I get a few odds and ends, like for the rarity or rare drops, or I can buy them off of people. But I'm stuck with mastery. I'm just stuck with mastery. Or like I said, like building extra characters, you only need like to build 2 characters in the whole entire game. And then you're pretty much maxed out. Like, I mean, you look at the strongest characters in the game and basically just build them up. And what you do is just basically depends on your play style and stuff like that. Like I say, if you're more of a tank player, you go along and use the Candy Burb or basically the Reverend or whatever the case may be, and that's the 2 characters you'll be using because you're more of that type of player, because that's the 2 tanks in the game. Like I said, they took the healer class of the game. That was the Chloromancer. They didn't take it out of the game, but they changed the way the skills work. So it can be more DPS, because a lot more people went with the DPS and stuff like that, and that's the reason why they did that. So that's exactly what I'm looking at right now, is trying to figure out exactly what I can fill the void of the both channels. So I basically try to make stuff work, and that's exactly what I'm doing. It's working fine the way it is right now to a point, but there has to be something else that I can actually do to make it even more fun. I want to keep the channel fun, because even my YouTube channel is a bit fun, because you see me even when I'm playing like Minecraft and stuff. I know some of the earlier Minecraft videos and stuff now I did, like I said, it was a bit of a pain to deal with some of the younger people because of what they were doing and stuff like that. They were causing havoc and stuff, but that's going to happen. Basically, you take a risk and stuff like that. Like I said, I had true hackers. I even had the basically the what was it, the gems, or the devs, to basically the drop in on us at one point. And like I said, I've got basically videos on that. It was quite interesting, even doing Minecraft and have that happening. And it doesn't happen every day. So it's kind of like a special event for people to actually see and watch, because you'll never probably see that in your own entire gaming sequence of basically playing the game. So it's something different. But for that itself, like where it's such a rare occasion, like, I mean, it's just different. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be doing something different. And I'm stuck with doing the same. Like, I mean, playing, like I said, playing on here. And like I said, playing and chatting with people, and playing with people and helping people, like I said, with the worlds. Like I said, I don't mind helping people grind for gems as long as they know how to do it. Like what I do normally, I don't basically grind for people as of such. I'll go along and say, okay, first up, I can help you. Basically what we'll do is just basically stay in the same room, so both of us can benefit from making flux and stuff like that, and just keep the ball rolling and actually work together, so we're not working against each other. And that makes a huge difference. Like if I'm doing a 5-star and I'm doing U10 or U11 with you, what I look at for is this. If you're in a different room, and I've just seen this many times, like, I mean, people come in and try to leech off of you massively. They'll come in and just do the last 2 rooms. But if you're not close enough and they do open up those treasure boxes, you do lose flux. And if you already got 80, 85, or 90% of the dungeon already completed, they lost 85 to 90. It doesn't matter about the cores or anything like that overall, because they're easy to get anyway. You can get them from weapons drops and stuff like that. But you will lose flux. You lose time. And some people just don't get that. And like I said, one time I actually mentioned to a person, he said, "Oh man, you're getting freaking pissed off at me. You're getting like, just basically, no. I never did that once. I just talk about logic, and I said the logic is you're doing yourself in. You're not doing me in, because I've got most of it done. And if you're just going for the cores and stuff like that, like I said, if you really want to go for cores all day, freaking, I can do freaking 5 stars all day, which is not a problem. But what I'm getting at is just more to do with the overall aspect of how the game and mechanics work in the game. And a lot of people just don't understand the mechanics at all. And that's exactly what happens. So, like I said, if you don't understand the game and it doesn't understand the mechanics, that's where you're going to be basically slowed right down. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, I've been working with mechanics for a long time inside of games itself, and different mechanics will actually benefit you. But if you are actually trying to take shortcuts in the game and stuff like that, they will not benefit you. You basically start losing. And I don't like for people to lose at grinding games, because it takes long enough to go along and get enough materials to do the grind and stuff like that. And like I said, if you're taking a shortcut or whatever the case may be, and you actually end up entering yourself, well, that's not my problem. Like, I mean, if you do it to your own self in that direction. So, like, I mean, I do try to tell people that, because, like, I mean, it's just, sometimes I get sick and tired of trying to tell people that, because I try to do help people as much as I can, but some people just don't get it. And when people don't get it, like I said, it's really frustrating in that direction. As I said before, I don't tell people how to play the game. I just try to help them, direct them, so they can actually benefit themselves a lot more. Like, I mean, if you're basically looking at my YouTube channel, you'll find exactly what I'm talking about. Because of the fact that when it comes to that side of the coin, Like, I mean, you basically be able to push up as much and try to get information out there that does help out people. So you got to look at exactly what I'm dealing with and how I'm doing doing the streams and stuff like that. So it makes a great big huge difference at the end of the day. Like, I mean, like I said, I try to support as many people as possible. I try to do as much as possible. But like I said, it's what it is. You know, I don't mind helping. I don't mind basically give a person a hand, and I don't mind basically just keep myself going. And if I can keep myself going, I can keep you guys going, and basically help with the streams and stuff like that. And sometimes, like I said, just chatting and stuff like that in the streams. You mightn't agree to this, but it does help a lot when it comes to the overall aspect of getting like stuff moving. And it basically, what I mean stuff moving is just basically it just makes the chat and everything else a lot more interesting as well. So it's not just making something work in one direction, but it works in multiple directions. And that's it. Just that it gets more interesting for you guys as well, and it gets more interesting for me because, like I said, it keeps the things running, and that's exactly what I look at. I love basically to try to keep people interested to a point, but I'm also, like I said, working on a few things too, like looking for other games. Like I said, the survival games and stuff. I know I was gonna think about getting like the 7 Days to Die, so on and so forth, another building game just like Minecraft, but I'm not sure because, like I said, because the concept is so same. It's so exactly the same. And when it comes to looking at that, it's just like, So I got to think about what I'm going to be doing, like I said, with everything. And hopefully I can actually find a game that will actually last as long as Trove as it did for me. Because, like I said, I've been playing this game for close to 10 years. Or basically since it was launched on PC. But I played the closed beta on there as well, which they don't really add the time of closed betas. I wish they did, but they don't. What happens is they spend about a closed beta, and they only count as the time they actually as an open beta, and that's when you first started seeing the time and stuff like that started. Like, I mean, it was basically almost a year and a half in the difference. And like I said, back then it was only one portal, and it was only about 5k PR. That's the only thing. And then you had basically, you see the old hub, and you'll see Saltwater Sam, but he's actually a dragon. And that was the original hub at the beginning. There was buildings and stuff there. There was like small houses, small huts. There wasn't much done there at all. It was just basically a couple of quests and stuff like that. But it used to take you forever to get the PR. It used to take you forever just to get a little bit of PR. Like, I mean, it used to take about probably a month just to get like 200 PR. No joke. It was just, there was no content. It was absolutely no content. And it's just, like I said, just to let people know, it's just crazy what it used to be. And then it was just basically trying to work with, as they were adding stuff to the game. Like I said, but it takes a long time for them to add stuff. Because, like I said, the company is only small, which is fine. But when it comes to it, there's only one or two people working on characters. There was one person working on characters at one point because he did a video. He said, you know, for me to make a character, it takes me a month and a half to make one character. He said, to make the movement and stuff like that. He said, I'm the only one that's doing coding on that. He said, everybody else is working on maps and stuff like that. He said, it's a constant grind, or a constant build. He said, basically, it's like this. He said, I'm spending so much time into it. He said, I'm basically doing what I'm doing. He said, I enjoy doing what I'm doing, but like I said, I like to be able to have a hand at some point, try to make stuff a little bit faster. But I don't think that's actually changed. I think it's still just exactly the same. So that's why the content of this game changes so little. Like, I mean, yes, it changes a bit. Like, I mean, you got the events and stuff like that being added to the game. But the content changes so little. and it ends up basically being just another rat race overall. And you got to try to figure out exactly where that rat race starts and so on and so forth. So, you know, I always look for the plus into everything if I can actually do it at all. And I have fun doing that. I've been having fun doing that for a good few years. And if I can actually do it and keep it up, like in that direction, that's why I'm always looking for games like survival games. And that's why, like I said, I play Trove. I play grinder games because they do have a little bit more longevity to them and so on and so forth. But where Trove is, like you could grind X number amount of stuff. Like, I mean, think of it this way. Ever since I started this game, I never dropped below the top 50 in anything. That's how active I am in the game. And if I'm actually that active in the game, like I said, there's a lot of people that's trying to basically get to where I'm to, but it takes years to get to where I'm to. And some people may never get to where I'm to. Because once I get to 1K PR levels, I'm not going to be, like I said, I'll be finished with the game completely. I'm already about, I'm almost the 870 mark right now, or close to 870. And the thing is, there's only another few more levels, and it's done. Like, I mean, I might be one of the very first people to get there, but I won't be too far behind. Like, I mean, if I look at all the grind and stuff like that, and all the stuff that I'm doing currently, that's exactly what I'm doing. And like I said, like, I mean, all my videos and stuff like that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to my grind, to my my experience and stuff like that of the game. Like, I mean, I've got loads of experience, and like I said, I love showing the experience itself, so it does work. Anyway, regardless of that, trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, with a different game, but like I said, I'm not going to quit streaming and stuff like that. I'll try to do my best. Basically to keep the streams going and trying to basically keep the information and everything fresh as possible. But it's only, like I said, it's only so far I can go with Trove, and I've been there. I've done that. And like I said, it's like buying a t-shirt and it's too small. Like, I mean, it's just basically, it's starting to basically get really, really old for me right now. And that's exactly what's happened to Trove. Like, I mean, because it's such a slow development process. Like, I mean, I've got like at least 2 or 3 years before the next major update. Now, 2 or 3 years, I would have enough time to get all of the mastery almost 3 times. And I mean, almost pretty much all the mastery. And like I said, I might still have, like I said, a certain amounts and stuff to get, but I'll still have pretty much everything in the game, which I still have everything in the game now. So, or pretty close to everything. So, there's only 4 watts dropped in the game, in the map. And like I said, there's only one item I'm missing currently, and that is the pachyderm, which I'm not only missing 50 mastery. Every other bit of mastery I have, pretty much, give it a take. And the thing is, I'm not going to worry about the rest of it because it's so little. And like I said, I'll still get the maximum PR, like I said, in that direction. So it's what you need to do itself and what you need to do with the game itself. Like I said, I've been there. I've been grinding. I've been doing all that fun stuff. And I've been trying to do most of it with you guys because it makes it a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. Now, I'm going to go along and see if I got any more night lives. I don't think I do. Nope, I don't have no more night lives. So I'm going to go and craft another one. And I'm going to basically end the stream here, guys. Hopefully you have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It depends on where you're living to. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If you do like this video itself, you can hit the follow button itself. And hopefully catch you in the next one. Peace it for now, guys. Have fun. And good night.